What if I told you there's a new handheld that takes portable gaming to the next level? Welcome to the world of the asus ROG Ally X, the handheld that's making waves in the gaming community for being one of the most powerful and portable Windows gaming devices out there. In this video, we're diving deep into why the ROG Ally X is not just another gaming handheld, but potentially the best Windows-based one we've ever seen. We'll break down its game-changing features, show you how it stacks up against the competition, and help you decide if it's worth the investment. Is it time to ditch the Steam Deck OLED for the Ally X? Or should you stick to what you know? Let's find out. Let's start with performance. The asus ROG Ally X is smooth, and I mean really smooth. It's the only handheld that pairs AMD's Ryzen chips with a variable refresh rate (VRR) screen. That's a game changer for handheld gaming. You get better sync with your games, and that translates to smoother gameplay across the board. For example, I played Alan Wake 2 on the Ally X, and let me tell you, it's the first handheld that even meets the game's system requirements without turning it into a choppy mess. We're talking 24 gigabytes of shared memory, enough to keep games like this running with respectable frame rates. Sure, it dips into the high 20s during intense combat, but that smooth 35 to 45 FPS while exploring is chef's kiss. Truly playable on the go. And the battery. This is where the ROG Ally X really shines. Asus stuffed in an 80 watt-hour battery, the biggest we've seen in a handheld. For comparison, the original ROG Ally and even the Steam Deck OLED can't come close to that. In turbo mode, I was able to play for 2 solid hours. That might not sound like much, but for a handheld running AAA games, it's impressive. And guess what? The performance doesn't dip as the battery drains. I could run the Ally X all the way down to 3%, and it still felt snappy. Now let's talk about comfort. If you've used the original ROG Ally, you'll know it had a bit of a bulky feel. The ROG Ally X fixes that. The grips are meatier, the triggers are smoother, and the back buttons no longer have those awkward protrusions. The whole thing just feels more premium and comfortable in your hands. I found myself enjoying longer gaming sessions without that annoying wrist cramp. So, how does it stack up against the Steam Deck OLED? This is where things get interesting. The Steam Deck OLED has been my go-to for handheld gaming for a while. Its symmetrical analog sticks are perfectly placed, and its screen is just gorgeous. Bright, colorful, and super responsive. But where the Ally X takes the edge is in performance. Thanks to that VRR screen, the Ally X is smoother. Games that would dip below 30 FPS on the Steam Deck OLED run like a dream on the Ally X. But, and it's a big but, the Steam Deck has one major advantage: SteamOS. The Ally X runs on Windows, which means more games, but it also means more headaches. I had to deal with the usual Windows annoyances: random updates, sluggish startup, and just way too much bloat. I mean, who needs Outlook and OneDrive on a handheld gaming device? Come on, Windows still can't figure out sleep mode properly, and that's one area where the Steam Deck OLED crushes the Ally X. SteamOS is just easier to use. You can pick up the deck, start playing, and put it down without worrying that it'll randomly wake up and drain your battery. So, should you buy the ROG Ally X? If you're looking for the best Windows gaming handheld on the market, this is it. The performance is stellar, the battery life is impressive, and it feels great in your hands. But it's not perfect. If you prefer the ease of use of SteamOS and want something more reliable when it comes to sleep mode and game compatibility, the Steam Deck OLED might still be your best bet. Plus, the deck is cheaper, starting at $549 compared to the Ally X's price tag. In the end, the ROG Ally X is a fantastic device, especially if you're a power user who needs the flexibility of Windows. But for those who just want to game without the fuss, the Steam Deck OLED is still hard to beat. Let me know in the comments which handheld you'd go for. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things gaming tech. Catch you in the next one.